I couldn't get my video loaded the other day because it was too big, so I'm going to do this in segments and send it to Alan. But I was really disturbed and intrigued by the story in Buffalo where during the demonstration, one of the demonstrators, the police kept telling him to go home, and he wouldn't, or leave the scene or whatever. And the police pushed him. He tripped, fell backwards, hit his head. Blood was coming from his head and from his ear, which is never good. And the 2 or 3 policemen who did it who were involved were suspended without pay. And in the video, you could see him being pushed. Then you could see another cop trying to stop to check him out or give assistance, and one of the other members of his team pulled him away. And the story is there's a medic that travels with this team, and that's his job to look after anyone who gets hurt. So the policemen are saying they followed protocol, and it's not the union, but the other 50 members of this special team have resigned from the team in protest, saying the officers followed protocol. So I was thinking to when I was a nurse in the hospital, we had protocol to follow if there was cardiac arrest. If you witnessed it or you came in the room and someone was there without a pulse, you immediately grabbed the call bell and set it to an emergency setting. Someone would come on while you were trying to administer CPR, and they would say, what's your emergency? You'd say Dr. Purple. That was our code for cardiac arrest. And the special team that looked after that would come, doctors from emergency or intensive care, special nurses with a crash cart that had special medication and equipment to revive the person that was having the heart attack. But we always started CPR because we had training for that. And those few seconds, you don't want to lose those few seconds between whenever the person stopped breathing and when you get them going again, because there could be brain death. So our protocol was start CPR, call for the special team, and keep doing CPR until you're told not to. If these officers were told, no matter what happens, you have to clear the crowd, and if someone gets hurt, you notify the medic, and the medic will look after this person. First of all, how did it look on camera when this is what the demonstrations were about, police brutality and murder at the hands of policemen? Plus, this one cop who wanted to give assistance and wasn't allowed had the right idea, right? No matter what the protocol was, of course it made sense. They all have training in first aid. You can't tell me they don't. They don't. And he was trying to do that and got pulled away. So I'm really conflicted on this one. I'm conflicted because if I was following protocol in the hospital and it said, do not start CPR until a special team comes, and if I follow protocol, no matter how nonsensical it was, my union would have stuck up for me and said, leave her alone. She was following protocol. You can't suspend her and you can't take away her pay. So I understand where the rest of the team is coming from. The cops follow protocol. But this wasn't a war zone. This wasn't, we have to shoot the enemy and the medic will follow behind to look after any survivors. Maybe. Why would you follow something that doesn't make sense? Why would you take training in something that didn't make sense without saying, hey, why would you? It's mind-boggling. I don't get it. I don't understand following protocol when it doesn't make sense. So tell me what you think. That's our COVID Chronicles. Bye.